Today, I'm going to show you the one indicator that got me these results in the last 4 months, trading just for 30 minutes and taking only one trade per day. And before you think this is another screenshot, let me quickly refresh this. And these are all my stats, verified in real time. But you know, most traders who find this indicator still quit after their first losing trade. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why and why I never did. My charts looked back in the day like a fucking Christmas tree. I thought more confluences means more profits. I was losing every single day. Every indicator was telling me something different. Buy here, sell here, complete paralysis. But here is what nobody tells you. You are not failing because you don't know enough. You are failing because you know too much. Then I deleted everything, kept one indicator, one time frame, and taking only one trade per day. And this happened. And now I'll show you exactly what this indicator is, how to get it for free on TradingView, when to go long, when to go short, and most importantly, when to stay out completely. Here is how to get it on your chart. You go to indicators, you select 10 in 1 moving average. Then you go to settings, you check the first 3, you put EMA right here, you put 50 period for all of them. You select the 15 minutes for the first one, the 30 minutes for the second one, and 1 hour for the third one. Then you choose whatever color you like. What this does is to show the higher time frame EMAs directly on my 5-minute chart. And now you can see what institutions see without switching between multiple time frames. That's how I define my bias every single day in 5 seconds. If EMAs are stacked and pointing up, I only go for buys. If EMAs are stacked and pointing down, I only go in for sells. If EMAs are mixed, like you see here, I don't take a trade at all. This is the first and most important step in my strategy that I used to make these numbers, taking only one trade per day on NQ using the 5-minute time frame. Now let's go to the second step. Since we are bullish today, we want to see a bearish counter trend. And we want to see a fair value gap inside this bearish counter trend. That means market is clearly bullish. We need to see a pullback going down. And we need to find the fair value gap inside this counter trend. If you can see, there is one here. And for the third step, if we inverse this fair value gap, that means here we have a bearish fair value gap. If price breaks through it and inverse it, we go in, we put our stop loss either at the previous candle or at the swing low. We target previous liquidity, or if we don't have a previous liquidity, we target 2 hours. Here is a trade that I took today that played out really well. Today is the Friday 24th. This is the trade that you've seen. And every single trade that you see here in this equity curve was exactly like this. Now, let me give you another example. On this day, before market open, we come to the chart. We see that the EMAs are stacked and pointing up. My bias will be bullish. This is the first step. Next, we wait for the market to open because I always take trades at the New York session. We can clearly see a fair value gap right here inside a counter trend. That means a pullback against my bias. This is the second step. Now for the third step, we simply wait for the price to break through this fair value gap and to inverse it. Now we can clearly see that this candle inversed this fair value gap. We go in, we put our stop loss under the previous candle because the swing low is far away. And since we don't have a previous liquidity that will give us a positive RR, we will be targeting a 2R. Now let's play the price out and bang, straight into profits. This is the power of this setup that repeats itself every single day, and you can take trades like this every day. Now let me show you a day where you shouldn't trade at all. We can clearly see that the EMAs are overlapping or mixed. I did the mistake on the 24th of March of taking a trade and I did get a loss. Let's play the price out and show you where I got in. I said that the price is under the 3 EMAs. I will be looking for shorts. Let's look for a bullish fair value gap. We can clearly see that we have a bullish fair value gap right here. I did go in for a short position, put my stop loss under the previous swing low, and since we don't have a near liquidity, I always prefer to target 2 hours. Let's play the price out and let's see this trade. You see, straight into a stop loss. This is why I lost this trade on the 24th of March. Please do not take a trade when you see that the EMAs are mixed like this. The EMAs should either be stacked and pointing up or stacked and pointing down. If you see that the EMAs are looking like this, stay away from the charts. Let's go for another example. On this day before market open, we can clearly see that the EMAs are pointing down. My bias will be bearish. I will be only looking for shorts. Let's play the price out because we always entered after market open. Let's zoom in. And since we know our bias, the second step is to look for a counter trend plus FVG. The bias is bearish. We have a clear bullish trend here. This is the counter trend. We will be looking for a fair value gap inside this counter trend. We can see it right here, but we need the price to close here under the biggest EMA that you can see right here to be able to enter this trade. Let's play the price out. And now we have an inversion of this fair value gap. This is the third step. We enter for a short. We put our stop loss over the previous candle and we will be targeting this previous liquidity right here. Let's play the price out and see what will happen. This day was the 13th of March and straight into profits. Now I will give you the last example from this week and let's wrap this video up. Before market open, you can clearly see that the EMAs are stacked and pointing up. I will be only looking for longs. Let's play the price out and let's look for an FVG in this bearish counter trend. We can clearly see that we formed an FVG right here. Now we will be waiting for the price to inverse this FVG and we will be going long. Entry at the inversion, stop loss at the previous candle. We will be targeting 2 hours since we don't have a previous liquidity that is above 2 hours. Let's play the price out and straight into stop loss. I deliberately showed you this loss because I want you to know that this is not the holy grail. This strategy brought me 228k in the last 4 months. This is a textbook setup, but you will have losses from time to time. Let me say something. Here's what complex traders do after getting stopped out. They change their rules, add new filters, skip the next setup and miss the winner. But here is what I do. Nothing. Same indicator, same rules, come back tomorrow, execute the same exact trade. This is why simple wins. Trading is like marriage. When it gets too complex, too many rules, too many conditions, too many second guessing, it fails eventually. When I stripped everything to 1 indicator and 3 rules, I started winning consistently. Not because the indicator is magic, because simplicity removes hesitation. You see the setup, you take it every single day, no confusion, no paralysis, and no second guessing. 1 indicator, 3 rules, 1 trade per day on 1 time frame, which is the 5-minute. That's the whole game. Now let's do a quick recap. We trade only on the New York session on the 5-minute time frame and only NQ. If the EMAs are stacked pointing up, we go long. If the EMAs are stacked and pointing down, we go short. If the EMAs are mixed and overlapping, we don't trade at all. This is the first step. Now let's say we are bullish today. We are looking for a fair value gap inside the counter trend or inside the pullback, which is opposite to my bias. This is the second step. Now, if the price breaks this fair value gap and invert it, we enter long. We put our stop loss either at the previous candle or the previous swing low. You always put your stop loss where you think the setup is not viable anymore, either at the previous candle or the previous swing low. And the opposite, of course, goes for short positions. If you have the previous liquidity that is above 2 hours, you go for it. If not, you simply target 2 hours. This is the third and the last step of this strategy. Make sure to subscribe, like, and drop all your questions down below in the comments. I will make sure to answer each one of you. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. See you on the next one.